Corporations, the most evil word in the English language, second most evil being cockroaches, obviously. When it comes to corporations, how many are as big as Target? Not many. That little fucking mom and pop joint down the street that sells used toys and condoms? Not nearly as big as Target. So what better place to go to rally the people than Target, going right into the heart of big business and try and make a dent in it so the man can hear you say loud and clear, enough is enough. What you're about to see is a family of warriors bravely march through a Target spouting some hateful bullshit. There's nothing you can do about cockroaches. Cockroaches are infesting the world. They're pretty much impervious to all weapons as is. We're trying to harvest them for nutrients and super milk, but I guarantee in the end we'll end up being the ones hostages and milked by the cockroaches. But there is something you do about corporations. You can fight them. You can, march through Target with a Bible in one hand and a dick full of dreams in the other. And that's exactly what this family does. Check this out.
Attention Target customers! Do not be deceived. Target would have you believe with their Mother's Day displays that they love mothers and children. This is a deception.
Nothing makes me believe in a cause quite like a large woman walking around being a public nuisance shouting while wearing a giant tablecloth around her like a fucking toga.
This is not love, and they've proven it by opening their bathrooms to perverted men.
I've gotta cut her off here. You gotta love how she drags her entire fucking family into this public shaming. These kids will never live this down. If their classmates saw this, they'd be laughingstocks, and the mom would have a legacy across the school as a goddamn psychopath to run away from because she'd steal your juice box and preach to you about why God frowns on it. So I don't like that. If you're gonna be a nutcase, don't drag your family into it. And you can see the son up in front kind of cover his face because he's embarrassed. Obviously, he would be. Now, I have to say, her big complaint here is Target allowing perverted men into their bathrooms. What the fuck do you expect them to do? Have like a bouncer or a TSA lineup there, making sure everyone that goes in isn't a pervert? They like show them porn, skeletal scan them, and if they get hard during the porn, they get kicked out, exiled from Target, and blacklisted from all Targets across the nation. Like, what the fuck do you expect them to do? No bathrooms have high-tech security. No one's getting retinal scanned before using the shitter to make sure that they're not a pervert. That's a fucking weird complaint to have.
I'm a mother of 12, and I'm very disgusted by this wicked practice.
It really is always the worst people having the most amount of kids. What a fucking shame. That's just so sad.
Target does not protect mothers and children. Mothers, get your children out of this store. Mothers, have enough decency to get out of this store. It's a dangerous place.
Which is why I brought my children here. She's talking about Target like it's a goddamn active war zone, like they've just entered into a field of anthrax or something. It's just baffling how someone can be so delusional like this. I don't know what happened in the bathrooms that's caused this traumatic experience for her. Maybe she was cheating on her husband there, the husband found out, so now she really has to double down on the lie that it was Target's fault. I don't know. I can't even wrap my head around how she can even justify this type of lunacy, how anyone could.
This is not loving. What Target has done is very hateful. It's hateful towards families. It's hateful towards mothers. It's hateful towards children. America, when are you gonna wake up?
Every Target I've been into, and trust me, I've been in a lot, that's where I do a lot of my shopping, they all have like background music, but this one's dead silent. I could hear a bumblebee piss into a corner. I don't know if they just got lucky or if they deployed an EMP device before going on this fucking crusade. Because there's just no background noise, so all of these poor customers here are just getting this full experience in full IMAX surround sound. There's no one even talking in the background. It is pure silence like a sensory deprivation tank.
When are you gonna stand up for the right things, America? Are you gonna let the devil rape your children, America? It's time to stand up and have a voice. Instead of bowing to the homosexual perverted agenda that's taking over this nation.
Yeah, so this won't come as a surprise. It's a family of crazy religious homophobes. In particular, the husband, it gets extremely upset and starts yelling at people in the store just at the idea that Target welcomes homosexual people in its doors. So that means he's most likely a closeted gay man himself. I bet when the family was leaving, he waved them goodbye, gave his wife a kiss, and then the second they pulled out of the parking lot, he sprinted into the Target bathroom to suck a penis real quick. And I really hope this homophobic shit that they're pulling here didn't rub off on their kids. Like I said, it doesn't seem like they wanted to be there at all. So here's hoping they didn't end up being homophobic losers like their parents. I guess we'd know by now. It's kind of an old video, so these kids probably would have led their own crusade through Target, and I haven't seen any video of that, so there's still hope that they didn't follow in their families' just fucking awful footsteps.
You need to run and flee this place. I wouldn't spend a penny of my money here. This is wicked. This is confusion. This is twisted.
She's treating it like it's a fucking bomb threat that got called into Target. Everyone needs to get the fuck out of here quick. The longer you stay, the more likely you are to become homosexual. As if homosexuality was contagious and Target's the one spreading it.
This is abominable in the sight of God. Repent. God's power and wrath is evil.
Repent! The judgment of God is coming on this nation and Target!
That line is one of the best lines I've ever heard, ever delivered out in the wild off script. In fact, you probably couldn't even script something like this. The judgment of God is coming on this nation and Target. That's fucking profound. Paul Blart here doesn't even look like he knows how to spell judgment, and yet he just delivered something Shakespearean without even trying. As per usual, the goddamn Arkham Asylum dwelling family here is the one that uploaded the video. I can never understand why people think it's a good idea to upload something like this when they are clearly the worst players in the video doing the stupidest shit, the dumbest shit, and they think that it's a good idea to post it on their anti-vax Facebook page. But here you go, just another example of it. There's also no doubt in my mind this entire group of people got into their giant van at the end of this stunt here, or maybe even right outside the Target, started high-fiving each other. Yeah, good work out there, guys. Yeah, excellent shit. The Lord's definitely smiling upon us now. We just took down Target. Target has been defeated. And if it's in Alabama, then the dad started kissing his kids and making out with his sister. It's just, I'll never understand this mentality. It's just so fucking stupid. It's unbelievably stupid. I really will never be able to wrap my head around like a family like this and shit. It's just nuts. Absolutely nuts. Hateful, garbage, bigotry, bullshit. Going through a Target in the middle of nowhere doing fuck all but being a public nuisance and being a horrible example for your children. What a waste. That's it. See ya. I had an itch, and the only way to scratch it was to find a nice new public freakout. This one's a little special. It comes from one of those gate attendants that work the gates at those high-class areas where a guard comes out and say, hey, who you see in here? Who do you know? Do you want to buy crack? Okay, and then they let you through. Yeah, this lady here you're about to see has that position, and she's going on like a fucking power trip. She's going full-on Paul Blart, looking to dispense some justice, and the only way she knows how, through bad acting and whining on a telephone.
And now he's videotaping me.
Because this is unlawful.
Ma'am, he's running me over.
No, I'm not.
Ma'am, hurry, please hurry.
Yeah, she's a real thespian, and I have to commend her for her method acting. She even pretends to run away from the vehicle, even though the 911 operator can't see that. She starts backing away from the car, looking all panicked, and then she gets into like a defensive position, like she's trying to stop a fast break in basketball. She really gets into the performance to sell the narrative, even though she didn't need to. She could have just voice acted the performance, but she takes it the extra mile. She has the voice of an angel. Feels as though your ears are being caressed by a chorus of 1,000 mermaids. I don't know who Mike is, but he's nowhere to be found. And if these piercing screeches weren't enough to get his attention, then that guy just doesn't fucking exist, or he's already run very far away from this woman.
Yes, please! Hurry, ma'am! Ma'am, I don't know, and he's a lunatic, and he's videotaping me! Ma'am, please hurry! Mike!
Her face looks like a thwomp from Super Mario 64. I bet if you actually did hit her, she'd make a sound. I decided to look into this one because who knows, maybe it was possible she did actually get hit by this car before they started filming. I mean, if I got hit by a car, I'd probably start going crazy too and start screaming for Mike or some shit, but I probably wouldn't be blocking the car that just hit me. I'd probably want to get the fuck away from it. I'd be afraid of it at that point, because if they've already hit me once, what's going to stop them from doing it again, especially if I'm acting like a huge asshole. But anyway, the story is, the guy filming this pulled into an area he didn't mean to be in, so then he pulled around to leave through this gate, And this lady here, Judine, was the gate attendant, and she's stopping him and going on this crazy power trip. I've never seen a Judine, I've never even heard the name Judine before, but this looks about right for Judine, and this just really seems like some straight up Judine behavior.
You're in trouble.
How so?
You're going to jail.
How so?
You're hurting me.
How?
You just ran over, ma'am, please hurry. He just ran over and he's still moving. Please, ma'am, please hurry.
Now, I really do like her approach here. She's ramping up. She's up in the ante here. Like, ma'am, you gotta get the fuck over here. My God, he's still moving. But I don't think that's enough. You need to double down on the lunacy in the narrative. Ma'am, hurry up. He's still moving. Jesus Christ, is that a bazooka in the backseat? Holy shit, he's getting it out. My God, it's shooting sharks. What the fuck is that? Is that Joseph Stalin in the passenger seat? Ma'am, hurry. Then you go back to the bread and butter. Mike.
I'm gonna throw it. Stop! Hurry!
Ma'am.
He ran over me! He ran over me!
She's saying I ran over her.
He ran over me!
Reinforcements have arrived, and they're not on Judine's side. They kind of come over just to make fun of her. Which, who wouldn't, you know what I mean? It almost looks routine for them. They just calmly walk over. They look genuinely embarrassed from the few frames you can see of them. And it just seems like a common occurrence with Judine. Oh, shit. Judine's throwing herself on top of vehicles again and calling the police. What the fuck?
I have the whole thing on recording. Sir, come on.
No, you're good. Hey,
This is unbelievable, man.
you're good. We just heard it on the radio. The cops are already coming.
Can
So
I
this kinda
please go?
You can't. The cops.
I
over there.
can. I absolutely can.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you. If you
I
want,
want
the
him
cops are contacting
arrested!
you.
I want him arrested!
I have done nothing wrong.
He's gonna leave! He's gonna leave! He'll run over you, Chase! Chase, get Marvin! Please, call Marvin! Please, call Marvin! Get him out of here!
She was really out here making a last-second push for an Oscar. However, it didn't pay off. The man did pull away. He got about a mile or two down the road. Cops pulled him over about this call. He showed them the video. They let him go. No charges. Judine gets fired. Happy ending all around. And pretty much what you'd expect. But I don't think it's all bad for Judine because this really shows her acting chops. She's able to convey a schizophrenic old woman beautifully. So while the door may be closed on her time as a gate attendant, perhaps a new door has swung wide open in her acting career. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see her on the big screen. That's it. See ya. Jesus Christ, it really is her again.
Huh? Does she get 72 fucking dicks in her mouth?
Whoa, that's a lot of penis.
Yeah, but she
No mouth can hold 72 wieners, lady.
Do you know what date it is? Month?
Listen,
You're not gonna beat the Alpha Kais. Just leave, lady.
hand off me, motherfucker!
Ooh, her catchphrase.
Guys, come this way. She's not gonna follow us.
See what happens to you. I fucking dare you to fucking touch me. One fucking
Give her a wet willy.
more.
She will melt down. She'll short circuit.
Charles,
Keep your
don't.
hands off.
Ooh, that's a strong name,
Come over
Charles.
here.
You're born for
Wait,
greatness.
come over
Kiss her. Confuse her.
Never fucking touch me again.
Touch her, Charles.
You put your fucking hands on me, sir.
Poke her in the stomach.
We want-
Motherfucker!
Look at this. Look at this right here. You've been recorded the whole time.
She looks like an extra on
right
The
here,
Walking
you've been
Dead.
recorded.
Like
Yeah,
one of
you've
the
been recorded
zombies
the
that you
whole
see in the
time.
background.
You can-
Fuck the fuck off.
How are you
Does she
so
live in
bitches?
Walmart?
And ask Jesus Christ to forgive
Maybe
you
you
for
should
your
ask
sins.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think she's even wearing the same outfit from the last time. She has one set of clothes and she lives in the dumpster at Walmart.
Thank you, sir. We appreciate.
Yeah. This was the first sighting of her. This is when she first, like, came into the public eye. She's like the missing link between Homo sapiens and Sasquatch. You know what I mean? Like, you know how science is always debating, like, how the fuck are we related? How can the Sasquatch exist, you know, finding Bigfoot? She's that missing link.
You're supposed to pick up everything.
Nope, 4 bags.
Yeah.
What you're serving.
Oh, you
It's
are
like a
so
WWE
much
promotional.
Wait till
More
your
than
boss
this, too.
tells you what you
He's
gotta
on
do.
I'm half expecting a
You
Ric
wait till
Flair
you decide
woo.
what you pick up and what
No,
you don't.
it's what you ordered.
You little twerp.
It's what you ordered.
You little twerp. I know what I ordered.
Okay.
And you're gonna pay.
Okay.
Yeah.
At the WrestleMania SmackDown 1999.
You like your job? Because you ain't gonna have it past today, baby.
Ooh, it's a crank window. That's a power move. He's fucking cranking it in front of her. I like that. Imagine you take a shit in front of him. I will say, though, this is a different outfit. So clearly she owns more than one. So we're getting more character development.
I'm not, because it's all on video.
Thank you, Jesus Christ, for videos. Yeah!
Woo! Esports! YouTube! I love motion pictures.
Is it worth getting in an
I
accident?
told you what you were supposed to do.
She's boiling over.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay.
Like a damn child.
All right.
And you can't even follow instructions.
Why don't you go back
How old
to your
are you?
vehicle? Why don't you go back to
Baba
your vehicle?
baby, baba baby. Dot, 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 dot,
Oh,
dot,
now
dot,
I
dot.
understand you. Oh, now I get it. Fuck, why didn't you just say that from the get-go? Now you sound sane. She's gonna start, like, doing the worm or something. Jump in front of this car. Hell won't accept her. Yeah, like Constantine, heaven doesn't want her, hell won't accept her. So they've condemned her to Walmarts and empty roads.
And you go to a customer's garbage cans and they got 5 bags, then you charge them for 1 extra. But you got enough common sense to pick the sucker up. This guy ain't got no common sense.
Who's she talking to? Is there an audience? Is this a theatrical performance? Oh god. We're reaching the climax. Move over, Joaquin Phoenix. What the fuck? Oh, now I'm following. Okay. It's a game of charades. Sounds like meth. Damn, she's fucking busting a move. What was that? Was she hitting the low? Whipping and nay-naying? Yeah, she challenged. It's her fault. She challenged him. She was talking mad shit before this. No, Willard, don't let her say those things about your mother. Oh!
It's a good thing I'm not fragile.
It's a good thing he's not kicking.
You cannot import the endangered species. You cannot bring them to
This'll teach you to talk shit about my mid-gameplay.
for the fight, you see.
I may be in silver, but I box like a plat.
No, we do not.
Oh, yeah, baby.
People challenge for the
Oh, fuck yeah, take him down. Now he's learning strategy. Take down the man with the leash.
What does he eat?
Well, he has a very
Human
bright
flesh.
palate.
Oh, yeah. Fucking pounding his chest like King
I
Kong.
think he had a gun. He's
Keep
such a
attacking the
cute
handler,
animal.
then you'll be
So mean.
free.
Good boy, Will.
No one can
Now, don't
stop
go
you.
down
And
the
don't let her
steps.
sexually harass you like
Australians
that.
make coats out. Irene.
Oh! You stepped into the danger zone there for a second, Irene.
Endangered species. I always have to ask that.
Oh, you're fucked.
You can see why now.
That leather jacket won't protect you now.
Easy. You can see why now.
Get in with some capoeira. Like dominoes, baby. His technique is nuts. Rags the Kangaroo attacks Marty the Monster. Why is Marty the Monster taunting Rags? About to rip his head off. Poked him in the eyes. Oh, you're so fucked, Marty. He's got him in a blood choke. It's just... Somebody get Big Bird out here. We're about to lose one. Damn, that grip is tight. He is... He is putting... He is putting him to bed. God damn. Look at those biceps. You're not getting him off easily. They have to try and, like, bribe him out of there. Hold him for ransom. Rarely does someone suggest something that makes me laugh, but when you give me a good kangaroo fight, I can't help but giggle. Fuck. Yeah, grovel at his feet, Marty. Fuck. Just get Marty out of there. It's like a red cape in front of a bull.
Century, 4 tsunamis have struck the coast of Alaska, including the order.
He's gonna shoot the tsunami away. How's that gonna help against the tsunami? Don't worry, I have anti-tsunami weapons. Nobody has a phobia of puppies. This man is an actor. A paid actor.
Think of your family.
It doesn't sound like a phobia. It sounds like a sexual fetish, like he's coming.
You're not a coward.
You're a pussy.
You are not a coward.
Not a coward. You're a step above that. Pet the goddamn puppy, Marvin.
You have to touch
That dog's gonna have such a big ego at the dog park. Like, yeah, I made a biker afraid.
No fear, they go after fear.
I know it's tough.
No, they don't.
You're regaining your life.
You're thinking of like werewolves. Dogs don't sense fear. I think there's something very special about Halloween that makes bad mothers even shittier. Just something deep within them. The beast is unleashed on October 31st and they become turbo shit moms. I've held on to a grudge for the better part of 2 decades, and it all started as a child trick-or-treating in a neighborhood where, you know, sometimes a house isn't home, so they leave the candy out on the porch in a bowl, you know, with a sign, please take one, or just be considerate. And every single fucking time that was out there, I knew I was getting no candy because some goddamn twice-divorced, miserable mother took all the candy and put it in their child's bag so that way they could conclude trick-or-treating early. That happened every single year that any house left that open, and I know it was the moms that did it because I was friends with all the neighborhood kids, and they would complain about their mothers taking all that fucking candy for them and ruining trick-or-treating. And that tradition, 20 years later, is still happening on Halloween. It's fucking crazy, but now we have those doorbells that, you know, like ring, that show you a video feed of what's going on. So now you have like the fucking conclusive proof. You know, it's not just a boogeyman stealing your candy, it's just shitty moms. So I wanted to go over some of that footage and just kind of make fun of the trashy moms. And it's all moms. I haven't seen any clips of a dad doing it, probably because the dad either didn't want to go out or wouldn't be bothered to fucking fight over candy like a feral animal, literally pushing children out of the way for fucking candy bars. But the clip I'm going to start us with isn't a trick-or-treating robbery from a mother. It's just a crazy mother on Halloween who pulls over a car for some shit and then just goes nuts. And the reason I'm showing that is just kind of set the tone of what Halloween brings out of bad mothers.
Calm down.
It's okay, I'm sorry.
He apologized.
It's my fault.
He apologized.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? That didn't upset me. But the bitch ass hoe
Sorry.
that told me to calm down.
The first frame really tells you all you need to know about the woman. She looks like a deranged lunatic. This looks straight out of a horror film, like a scene from The Shining. She looks like something a horror legend would be based around, like a creepypasta or a cryptid, you know. Evil single mother Karen emerges from the mists and knocks on your car window, and if you roll it down, she steals your children's souls, like a modern-day La Llorona, or the Not-So-Slender Man. Again, there's no context for why she's so mad and pulled this car over, but it's very clear Amy Schumer is having a bad day.
What I'd like you to do is apologize instead of being a bitch.
You're calling me sorry, but you're calling me a bitch. So set an example.
I'm sorry. My kids can't hear me calling you a bitch.
Your window's open.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
This could actually serve as a really good advertisement for Kids Bop. Kids Bop is so good you won't hear your mother being a piece of shit to total strangers right next to the car. It really doesn't matter what the situation was that caused this. Even if she was totally justified in being mad, she lost any chance of anyone being on her side, and now she's the biggest asshole here for making this car pull over and escalating it to this level in front of her children. And the main complaint she has is that the woman was telling her to calm down, which sounds totally reasonable. Hey, let's calm it down here. Don't whip your tits out and try and start a fight or spit on us right in front of your fucking kids right there. That sounds totally reasonable to me, and especially when they were apologetic in the beginning of the video, they could have just let it be. But she keeps it up and she just comes out the biggest asshole. Now let's move on to some Halloween candy robberies from some great upstanding mothers.
Here, open it up. Open it. Open it. I'll take it off.
Oh yeah, baby, jackpot. That's a big haul tonight, Jill. You got 99 cents worth of candy going into those bags. Perfect. Shit parenting in action, baby. There it is. There's always an assumed risk when you leave candy out like this. Yes, a kid's gonna take more than you'd like them to, an excessive amount, but you never expect a parent to get down and dirty in the trenches stealing candy. And stealing is a word I'm definitely using loosely here, because you're not fucking stealing it. This isn't some grand heist, no GTA shit here. It's just you're taking candy from everyone else in the neighborhood, so when they go to that house, they'll be disappointed there's no candy left, and you're making your children's trick-or-treating experience far shorter just because you want to get this shit over with faster. I think that's the main reason adults do this. I don't think they're just that hungry for candy or that willing to just exploit people at every turn. I think it's just, I don't want to be trick-or-treating with my kid. Let me fill up their bags as quick as possible so we say it's time to go home. Which sucks. At first, I thought this looked like a premeditated robbery, like she had come out here with the desire to steal as much candy from these doorstep bowls as possible, because she came out with the hoodie on, the jacket, hands in the pocket. I thought she was concealing her identity. Then I realized she's not wearing a mask and it's fucking Halloween, so if you were trying to be stealthy, you just wear a fucking costume and they wouldn't know who it is. So there's no shame. She's just out here literally taking candy from babies. There's another really good video from this Halloween yesterday where it's a mother and the daughter. They go up to a house and the mother just starts taking all the candy and putting it in the bag. And the whole time the daughter's saying, "You took too much." The daughter very clearly doesn't feel great about the mom taking all the candy, but the mom's just, shut the fuck up. We're making it big. We're doing it big here. Then she runs away with all the candy, fucking literally holding her daughter by the arm and running like they just committed some type of high crime, like a thief or some shit. I guess she was trying to live like an action movie fantasy by taking, diamonds or something. I don't know, but it's just fucking 2-cent pieces of candy. I can't show you the clip because the people that uploaded it sold it to one of those organizations that copyright strike and try and sue people that use the video without having contacted them for licensing rights first. This will be the last clip I showcase bad mothers for Halloween with. As you can see, the Lola Bunny cosplay there, or Playboy Bunny, I don't exactly know what look that's going for there, is raiding these chocolate bars right now. I guess she thought it was chewing tobacco, so she's really going hard on collecting all these like Pokemon. And by the time she's done, there's none left. There were 3 fucking full boxes of candy bar, and you bet your ass none of them survived her wrath. What a sweet mother and a real princess. I'm sure all of you know I love a good public freakout, and there's no better stage for a freakout than Walmart. Some hero on Twitter today sent me this video that features a woman that must have just finished snorting bath salts in the Walmart bathroom and goes around preaching the good word of Jesus Christ in a way that I feel he would approve of.
Pretty motherfucker.
Really?
I'm just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker.
I really enjoy the way she says motherfucker. She sounds like a Canadian trying to be polite about it, but still wanting to get the motherfucker word out there.
You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
It's like in SpongeBob when he gets to rock bottom. I can't understand your accent. Instead of the she's substituting that with the word motherfucker. So she's tossing that shit around a lot, which I think is great because she's got a very firm grasp on that word. I really like the way she articulates it. And she also freestyles her pronunciation of it towards the middle of this video as well, which is nice. So she plays around with it. But I'll go ahead and address the elephant in the asshole here. She's very clearly on drugs. You can tell by the lip smacking and constantly licking of her lips and then sticking her chin out like the Crimson Chin for some reason. She's acting like she's eating some invisible cotton candy. That lip smacking and all that, that's a sign of methamphetamine. I've seen it a couple times in the real world, and of course Live PD as well has made me an expert.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser.
God, just look at that face right there. That's the face of a warrior. A god warrior. She's about to challenge his ass to a duel, and the loser's gonna be shopping at the Walmart in the Shadow Realm. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't read the Bible in a long time, so I don't know if doing meth in a Walmart bathroom is technically a sin. I don't think meth was invented back in Jesus' time, so it's not expressly in the 10 Commandments nor the Bible, I would wager a guess. So, taking that into consideration, I could see why she would think our protagonist with the camera here was being a bit accusatory. And I'm really glad that he's pointing some fucking fingers, because that sends her into an ultra mega meltdown.
Get the fuck out of here!
Wow.
You motherfucking accuser! Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker!
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you what's going on?
Did you see that shift from 100 to 0 like that? She turns that switch off, going from screaming and shouting and queefing about the brethren and calling this man an accuser, talking about wizards at Hogwarts or some shit, to, yes ma'am, did you need something? Well, what's the problem?
I'm pissed because he won't repent.
I just want to get some groceries and go home.
Because his religious views don't match yours, you're mad at him?
I don't give a fuck because it's gonna burn in hell.
Okay. Then why
And you are too, bitch. If you don't have Jesus Christ as your savior, you're gonna be down there fucking with them.
Yeah, that truce was short-lived, a little temporary respectfulness, and then she's going right back to talking about him going to hell, and then calls this woman a bitch who's going to hell because she doesn't have Jesus in her heart. But she doesn't know that. Maybe Jesus is in that woman's heart. She didn't take a moment to properly digest the situation and deduce whether or not Jesus was there or not. Far be it for me to make this accusation. I don't want to be labeled an accuser, but I just don't think this woman is a real ambassador for Jesus Christ. I just don't think she's doing the job properly. I don't think she knows what she's doing. She might not be qualified. There, I said it.
Screaming in holy fucking terror of fucking fire and brimstone. Do you fucking get it?
Yeah, totally understand. But I can't have you yelling and spewing profanities at other people that are in the store.
Well, fuck you then.
I mean,
Answer my fucking question. Fuck you, don't call me ma'am. Who the fuck told you what my title is, motherfucker?
It's around this point that she starts to transform the motherfuckers, going from a very strict motherfucker to a much more relaxed and casual motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay, can you call the police? All right.
Motherfucker!
You can't leave.
That's why I'm doing this, sir.
Ma'am,
This is my job.
I'm not sensing that.
She tosses around the word motherfucker more than Samuel L. Jackson, but I'm a little confused here because she says that what she's doing is her job. I'm curious to know who's paying her to go to Walmart's to start saying, motherfucker, you're gonna burn in hell if you don't repent. I just don't think that kind of job really exists. Plus, what are they supposed to do in the middle of Walmart? Just break down into tears, rip off their clothes, and piss on the floor or something to prove that they're repenting? Like, what? How, in her mind, how is this supposed to go? You're begging them to repent and saying they're going to burn in hell if they don't, but what are they supposed to do? You didn't give them a tutorial. You didn't teach them the proper ways of doing it. You know, you're just not very good at this job, if it is such a thing. I mean, I tell you, you snort 1 pound of meth in a Walmart bathroom and all of a sudden you think you're an expert on all things Jesus Christ related.
Ma'am,
You're in my personal space, bitch!
you're in my personal
Get out of my fucking personal space! You came over to me, motherfucker! I didn't come over to you!
Move yourself from the
Fuck you!
Ma'am,
Shut the fuck up! You all better repent! Because the kingdom of heaven is at hand!
Now she's sounding like Rita from Power Rangers right before supersizing the villain. To be fair, I think she's got a great voice if she wanted to get into like some death metal screaming and such. I think she could have a career there, but I just don't think this position she's working with is going to pan out too well for her.
Fuck you! I never brushed my fucking teeth! Don't you fucking know that? Don't you know that by now?
Aha, the truth comes out. I knew it from the get-go. I said this sounds like a woman that doesn't brush her teeth, and she admitted to it right in front of all of Walmart and God. But I don't know why she doesn't brush her teeth. I don't see what the fuck the point of that is. It's not like it's unholy or against the Bible to brush your teeth. You know, you can still have Jesus Christ in your heart and have some clean teeth, some good dental hygiene.
Get the fuck out of here, I told you! I don't give a shit! They're gonna fucking... I don't give a shit! You can lock me up in a fucking prison, life without fucking parole, and I'll be better off than any one of you motherfuckers!
Amen, sister. That was the most powerful fucking thing I've ever seen in a Walmart. Sounded like Chris Farley from that SNL skit, living in a van down by the river. Just honestly, such a heartwarming and moving speech she delivered, all while shaking around and moving like she just got hit by a taser.
Shut the fuck up! Fuck you, sir! Shut the fuck! Are you that fucking dumb?
And the crowd goes fucking wild. That's where this story ends, but man oh man, what a bold and effective crusade it was for this woman, I would say. Just one of those classic Walmart freakouts you love to see. That's about it. See ya. McDonald's is no stranger when it comes to brutal fights and sloppy smackdowns. It's often considered the Thunderdome for the world's toughest, but in this disturbing clip I'm about to show you, not even McDonald's was prepared to handle this meat monster that came in here looking for trouble. This ain't your mother's McDonald's anymore. This ain't no Weenie Hut Jr. shit. This is his world and we're just eating McDonald's in it.
You need to settle down, boy. Now, are you fucking serious? You just fucking I wanted to fucking have a meal. You have whores up here trying to need to go now.
This is the face of the man who makes knuckle sandwiches. You'll be cruising for a bruising if you step in this man's way. This is Goliath in the legendary David vs. Goliath tale, and he stepped into the McDonald's crucible with one goal in mind, to eat some lovely McChickens while looking up the new Magic the Gathering ban list. And apparently those damn whores interrupted him. Now he's rampaging. God help us.
That's your job. Get out of my store! Now! You need to get out of my store, dude! Now!
Did you catch all of those moves? I'll slow it down and rewind it for all of you who aren't classically trained in martial arts nor familiar with ancient Shaolin techniques like I am. Here we can see the master lead with a right foot buttfuck slip and slide move, but he also throws in the combo with the left arm Shoryuken. While on the surface it may seem like just a simple and effective 1-2 combo, I dare you to even give this a try. You'll likely combust and just lead to fuck all over the floor. It takes thousands and thousands of hours to master this technique right here, and he throws it around with ease. And he doesn't stop there, he beautifully transitions into his Looney Tunes level windup here for the haymaker that would have surely not only ended that man's life, but would also make every woman's panties within a 2-mile radius sodden.
I'll put you down. Come on, follow me. Get out of my store now! Get out of my store now!
The manager's sharp reflexes just saved the entire city block. Had the rampaging glasses man been able to slam the door successfully, you're looking at a catastrophic explosion. That would have been the end of the entire area.
Get out of my fucking shit!
And it was on that day that McDonald's got a grim reminder, stay out of that man's fucking shit, or else. Well yeah, I mean that's it. See ya. As more and more things start opening in the world amid the pandemic, more and more middle-aged single mothers are trying to go back out into society and find things to be angry about. I recently covered the Karen apocalypse that we've just experienced. However, if the Karen apocalypse was an earthquake, what you're about to see is the aftershock. One thing I find interesting is since most people have been inside for a long time now, a lot of people are starting to get a vitamin D deficiency from what I've read. But I'd argue it's almost more dangerous to go outside due to an overdose of vitamin K. Karen. Society right now, the outside world that I've now become a stranger to, is experiencing dangerous levels of exposure to vitamin K. It's like walking into fucking Chernobyl if instead of radiation it was just pure negative Karen shit. So let me just show you the recent Karen Armageddon we're now experiencing.
45 minutes of having it on. It's the first time I've worn one. I am disoriented. I'm a little mad, if you can't tell that already.
Oh, don't worry, you weren't keeping that a secret from me. I had a sneaking suspicion. Between that stereotypical where's your manager haircut, it's time to go to corporate and take a shit, also the facial expression that just kind of conveys I'm always mad even when things are great, I was just able to immediately sniff out you were a bit upset about something.
Like I'm frustrated, but I don't feel good physically. Like I can tell you right now, I wasn't getting enough oxygen and I just had on one of these little stupid things.
I see what she means. I can hardly breathe in this shit. I'm about to fucking pass out on you, just suffocating myself here. I like how my beard hair kind of sticks out here. It's like little innocent pubes popping out of someone's whitey tighties. But anyway, this is something I see a lot from these kind of people. I can't breathe in it. It's impossible. I'm suffocating to death. I would have loved to see her in the store if she's trying that shit, like she's just like falling over herself and then like everyone's ripping the mask off to try and save her life. Jesus! What is this, a mask? She's killing herself for our safety, what a hero! She's wearing a mask and she's dying for it. As if there's anything easier in the world than just putting on a mask. Like, how fucking spoiled and entitled and weak do you have to be to think that putting on a mask is some, like, giant sacrifice or something that's hard?
I feel dizzy. My hands are kind of tingly. My heart is beating fast. So some of it's an emotional reaction, but some of it's a physical reaction.
Now, I'm no doctor, so please take this diagnosis with a grain of salt, but I think what you're experiencing is hyper-screeching withdrawals. The symptoms seem about in line with that. You see, for 2 months, you haven't been able to go out in public and yell and scream at retail workers, so your body's just been a little bit confused, and now that you're out in public again, it's getting tingles, it's getting anxious, it's just its way of responding.
I understand the virus is real, okay? I understand the virus is real.
Well, that's better than a lot of people on Facebook, so good for her there. But it's also extremely sad that there's actually people that don't think it's real, so you have to clarify that you believe in it, as if there's some type of fucking debate on whether or not it's real.
Friends, look at the numbers and tell me why everybody's living in fear. Tell me why we're putting these things on and not being able to breathe. I just want to cry.
Well, go ahead and cry. I'm not gonna arrest you for it. Let it all out. And as for why people are putting masks on and not being able to breathe, I think that's a problem exclusive only to you. I mean, this may come as a shock, but doctors work like 12-hour days with a mask on the entire time. Nurses too, so they can clearly breathe. The design's fine. No one's suffocating wearing a mask. Just because you soldiered through a brave 45 minutes while getting your gluten-free food at the Whole Foods doesn't mean that you're some expert on masks now. I'm pretty sure you were breathing just fine. I don't know how the fuck you walk around breathing if you're struggling in a mask. Do you just, like, wide open mouth, just suck all the air in as big as possible?
That's all I want to do is cry because you can't see people's faces. You can't make human connection. We can't hug people. We can't hold their babies.
That's kind of a weird thing to point out, right? You can't hold people's babies? Like, what does this woman do? Just go around, like, snatching babies, like, bringing them back to the stork or something? Like, that's not exactly common. You shouldn't be going up to strangers and asking to hold their babies in the first place. Now, if you're around your friends and shit, yeah, I guess not being able to hold their babies might be a common problem. I don't really know. I just feel like that's a strange one to point out. Like, you know, a lot of bad shit's come with the coronavirus, but one thing no one's really talking about, the worst thing is, we can't just hold people's babies anymore.
It doesn't make sense. This doesn't make sense, and I'm not okay with it. Nothing about what we're doing is supported by the numbers that are out there. Those of you that know me, like, I am one of the most compassionate, caring people you will ever meet.
Whenever someone says something like that, I immediately doubt it. No one that's actually compassionate and caring goes around wearing that like a badge of honor. I'm so humble. In fact, I'm one of the most humble people you'll ever get to know. In fact, I probably care more about all of you people than you people even care about yourselves. That's how good of a person I am, and you should know that. And I'm just letting you know that, just because I am such a good person. You know, that doesn't really rub me the right way. I just doubt that claim. But as she said, she's not okay with it, so I think it's time we cancel the coronavirus. Let's just get rid of the coronavirus now. This lady is clearly not having a good time because of it, and since she's not okay with it, well, we need to change everything. I like this one because the lady in it walks around like a video game NPC. It's like she's playing Animal Crossing with the shovel trying to get the right slot. But instead of a shovel, she's using her phone to record for her Facebook anti-vax group, so...
So it's against the law?
It's against the law to make you wear a mask. It's against the law.
Well, if you say so. I mean, I'm not going to question her. She seems like the law. She's like the embodiment of the law. So whatever she says, yeah, you know, I'm just going to agree with.
The ADA tells them that you cannot make people wear a mask. It's not our laws at all. This is just made up by Bill Gates and them, and by you wearing that. Seriously, think about it. You're breathing out your toxic air, and you're breathing in the same air. You're making your lungs, you're killing your antibodies.
It's always just impressive how people can get to this point and be like this. To blame Bill Gates, of all people you could have chosen, you could have done something a little cooler, like going after Elon Musk since he's doing some like weird shit on Twitter. Why not target him? But to go after Bill Gates just seems I don't know, underwhelming to make him like this giant Thanos behind the coronavirus. I would have preferred if they chose a different path for their supervillain, but it is what it is. For some reason, they've chosen him. And I think the most impressive thing about this one in particular is the lady filming. She was filming because she so firmly believes that she's in the right and doesn't look crazy. And I always think that's just the wildest part. How people can be so disconnected from reality that they think that they're right and justified with their behavior that they'll go so far as to film it for their friends in their little Facebook echo chambers. I just think that's just sad and pretty wild.
If there's a cold that comes around in November, you're getting sick. You're making yourself sick. You're making... Breathe.
Yeah, you're spitting out too.
No, baby, that's not what's going to make you sick. You're alive. Go look on the package, and it will tell you. It will not protect you from COVID-19. You are hurting yourself. Don't stop being lied to. They want to kill all the Mexicans.
Do you believe in the COVID?
They want to kill all the black people. They want to kill everybody. Watch out what you're being told. You're being lied to.
It's actually really hard to keep up with the exposition here. I really don't understand at all what she's talking about or where she's going. But god damn it, she's confident in it and really fucking obnoxious.
Do you believe in it?
Do I believe with the COVID? I believe there's a virus, but it's not what they say. It's like any other virus. They have 99% cure. 99% cure. So what kind of a virus is that? We all had viruses. We all get colds. You're being lied to. Please do your due diligence. Read, do your research. Don't let the government fool you.
That's something I hear a lot from this community. Do your research. It's like flat earthers. Do real research, not like, you know, real research. Do our research. Please read our sources. Please stay on Facebook and read our bullshit. But these people are so ingrained in their beliefs that no matter what, they're never changing. Like in that Flat Earth documentary, there's multiple groups of Flat Earthers that prove themselves wrong multiple times and still just brush it off like, oh, we must have just done something wrong. Now, the world can't be round because we think it's flat. So all this, everything that proves it's round that we just did ourselves, well, it's wrong. We must have messed up because it's flat. That's the exact same way these people operate. No matter what, they're not going to change what they believe, which sucks because it's just objectively wrong and harmful misinformation that they share between each other. But it is what it is, and at least you get some Karens melting down in public, which is always at least fun to watch from a distance.
Be smart, please, for your sake. Because what's happening is she's hurting her antibodies in her body. She's breathing in the toxicity and the carbon monoxide that is going to make her sick. She's not getting enough breath in her lungs, which is going to cause her lungs to weaken. It's all damaging. Look it up for yourself. Go online and look it up.
I will.
Take my word. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Professor. Have a lovely day going home and then yelling at your husband.
Okay, so I need to talk to a manager because I'm not wearing a mask.
Okay, understood.
Perfect.
Just a moment.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It's always refreshing to hear that signature catchphrase, I need to speak to a manager. It's refreshing, honestly. I just really, you always get like a sense of joy when a very irate woman says those words because you already know what's going to follow, and it just never really gets old.
Hi. Hi, I have a medical condition that I'm not allowed to wear a mask, and I'm not required by HIPAA rules and regulations to disclose that.
Being a loudmouthed asshole is not a medical condition that prevents a mask. In fact, it should be encouraged so that way you're not just fucking screeching. At least the mask will act like a little muffler, like a fucking silencer on James Bond's gun for your fucking yelling at the retail workers. I also decided to look into it because she publicly talks about herself in this video and puts herself out there, so I looked into it. The medical condition she has does not prevent her from wearing a mask in any way. And just for the sake of playing by her rules, I won't disclose what the medical condition is, but she talks about it constantly and just has it plastered all over her website. She's also an avid flat earther and considers herself a general truther in all things, as most of these people do.
Okay, can we shop for you? So, what does that look like? I have private things I want to get that maybe I don't want you to see.
For you, but I can't let you in the store without a mask.
Okay, so where's the regulations that state that?
The regulations?
Yeah.
Because
you're discriminating against me now. Do you know that?
The bombshell! She said she's being discriminated against! Oh, well, now this company needs to close its doors or let her in and let her make her own rules. Now you've gone too far. To discriminate against her? Yep, now you've gone too far. You're going on her blog, mister. You're really done fucked up now.
You're discriminating against me. No. Because I have private stuff that I don't want you to see.
What kind of private stuff could you possibly be buying at a grocery store? What, are you scraping bacon grease off the grills in the back and are embarrassed about it? Are you smuggling plutonium in there or something? What could possibly be a big secret at a grocery store that would be embarrassing? All they fucking carry for the most part is food and vitamins. What, do you want people to not know that you take fish oil pills or something? I don't really get it. It's a lame fucking excuse. These people just look for reasons to stay angry, even when people are offering alternatives to kind of fit into what they're comfortable with in their lunacy. This man's going above and beyond, saying, we can shop for you, we can do this for you, do that for you, and she just comes up with the most outlandish excuses to not use that and stay angry. It's wild to me.
You can call corporate office, but I can't help you.
Okay, well, you guys can get a lawsuit because you can't discriminate.
I'm trying to help you, but I'm
No,
not gonna
you can't. How is that? How's that helping when you're gonna do shopping for me? I'm gonna give you my bank information. How do I?
Huge kudos to this guy for staying so calm during a Category 5 Karen hurricane, because this shit is so fucking annoying. I don't know how he was able to maintain his cool.
Miss, call corporate office. I'm sorry.
Okay, I need a card. Do you have a card for them?
I sure can.
That'd be great. If anybody wants to shop here, you have to have a mask, and here is the policies.
I edited out the part where she talks about who she is and also where she is, just for the sake of not having people go harass her. But she talks about the policies, which a company is absolutely entitled to have, and pretty much everywhere requires you to wear a mask. But for some reason, these whiny children just can't put a mask on, which takes literally less than a second. It's genuinely one of the easiest things a human being can possibly do. It takes no effort, it takes no time, and it's not that big of a fucking deal. Just some fucking misbehaving children. You can't tell me what to do. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna throw a fucking temper tantrum and I'm gonna throw my Legos on that side of the room and you can't stop me. Fuck you. I'm putting this on Facebook.
But you're pretty chipper. You're pretty chipper. Huh? You're happy?
Why not be?
Why are you happy?
Yeah, buddy. Why are you happy when she's clearly not happy? Because she's unhappy, no one in the world is allowed to be happy. If there was a kid with an ice cream cone and a smile on their face, this woman would go over and slap that shit right out of their hands. And do you know why? It's because she's unhappy. So why the fuck is anyone else allowed to be happy? But yeah, anyway, these are the most recent Karen sightings. I'm sure there's going to be plenty more as the floodgates are starting to open. So stay tuned for more incredible Karen antics out in society. That's about it. So yeah. We've entered another mass extinction event on the same level as the last ice age, although this time it has nothing to do with weather or really even the planet. It has to do with middle-aged women. The Karens are indeed going to be civilization's crumbling. At least that's what I firmly believe. These Karens show no signs of slowing down. Their activity only continues to grow and escalate, powered by Facebook, energy crystals, and essential oils they rub on the rim of their asshole. These Karens seem unstoppable. Let's go ahead and take a peek at some new ones.
Let's record now.
Please leave the fucking store.
Oh, really? Wow. Okay, that's harassment. I'm filing charges.
Karens continue to be more confident thanks to being cheered on by other postmenopausal women that haven't felt happiness in 2 decades, so they now start recording themselves being a public nuisance, thinking that they're in the right and that everyone around them looks like the asshole, when really any rational person could watch this video and immediately see who the real piece of shit is here, which is the woman filming, of course. The lady that attempts to hit her with the shopping cart, I totally understand her frustration. Honestly, kinda wish she had just doubled down and committed to it, just blast her ass with that cart, treat her like the annoying speed bump that she is, and just run her over.
That's your name? There you go. Nice. That's okay. I'm actually not. So you guys, she just almost physically threatened me. So I'm sorry, but under the Colorado Revised State Law, there's no grounds.
These freedom fighters that blindly fight for what they consider justice of not wearing a mask and being a shit stain on society have to be history's most annoying group of people to ever exist. They are by all definitions an evolutionary disaster. Instead of advancing, these people are constantly going backwards, willingly, knowingly, devolving. These kind of people can't even accidentally almost get something right. I spent like an hour and a half going through the Colorado Revised State laws and statutes to see if maybe this diarrhea-driveling idiot had some kind of point that was almost accurate, but she's just outright wrong. Unsurprisingly, there is nothing in Colorado's revised laws and statutes that overturn a private business's right to kick out any customer that doesn't follow the business's policy. It is still the business's fucking right to kick out any customer that doesn't follow the fucking policy the business has put in place. Now, maybe I missed something. That's entirely possible. There was a lot of shit I had to go through, a lot of goofy fucking laws that I caught myself up on in Colorado. And maybe I did miss something, but I find that a little unlikely, because what's most probable here is that this troglodyte saw one post on Facebook, uncredited, unsourced, no proof, that said, according to Colorado state laws, businesses have no rights over you. And she just believed it at face value, did no research. That's probably what this is. Because I didn't see anything, and I went through the shit, and I guarantee she hasn't done any research on anything in her entire fucking life. These people are actual zombies, incapable of doing any amount of even the bare minimum work to think for themselves. They can't even fucking come up with their own original thoughts anymore. This lady is just a drone. She is an actual Facebook drone.
No. You can't deny me service.
You can't trespass.
That's okay, because I'm going to show the cops the law. It doesn't matter. Nope, sorry, it doesn't matter.
Oh, you're gonna show the cops the law, huh? You're going to educate the police officers with your fucking dance therapy degree and something you pull up on Facebook? I'm sure they're gonna love that. I'm sure that's just what the cops want after their millionth call to deal with these Karen pests. I'm sure that they're gonna like that.
I'll just wait for the cops to get here.
Why don't you wait for him outside?
Ron.
Yeah, why don't you wait
I'm not. I'm going to wait right here where I almost got hit by a cart from a lady.
Almost got hit by a cart.
I did. She rammed her cart into me, and I have a witness.
She's not wrong here. I also witnessed it. There was almost justice. That vigilante with the shopping cart, the modern day Batwoman, trying to save the store from Karen's wrath.
You can't. That's
We're
okay.
asking you to leave.
Threatening.
Get out of the store.
Sorry, you can leave.
No,
you can get out of my face.
Here.
Get out of my face. Ron at Molly's Liquors in Lakeside.
I appreciate the shout out, Karen. Ron, if I'm ever in the area, I'm absolutely buying liquor from that fine ass, baby. That's what I like to see. I like to see employees standing up against this kind of childish garbage. Every employee at this store really takes it to this woman and just begs her to get the fuck out because they don't like her, they don't like what she's doing, and that's what I like to see. I like to see people standing up to this kind of garbage. So, Ron, you got yourself a customer if I'm ever in the area.
You're gonna be under a lot. Nope, not leaving. I'm not gonna let you harass me like this. It's not a law. It's not a law. Not a law.
I don't care.
It's not a law.
The law says that you deny your service.
It's not a. No, the law. Do you? Okay.
We're not selling you
What
nothing
law
today.
went through the legislature to pass that you can't do that?
We're not selling you anything today.
I think her voice is extremely fitting for the entire community of people that are brainwashed zombies like this. She sounds like a parrot, and she's just mimicking what she's heard on Facebook, that it needs to be a law in order for it to be effective, which it doesn't. Since it's a private business, they have their own policy that they can enforce. And to everything I read in Colorado state revised statutes and laws, hasn't changed. So you're still kind of fucked here, Karen.
Oh, good. Because I'm going to show him the law. I'm going to show him the law.
I'm a private business. I can expel you if I want to.
Actually, you can't under the Colorado revised state law.
Can.
You absolutely cannot.
Well, let's find out.
All right, let's do. A woman tried to ram her cart into me, and I have it on video. And you're going to become under fire, son. You're like, good luck. Good luck.
So I'm pretty sure this is the store owner right here, and he fucking hates this lady. During her little sob story about how she almost got her foot lightly grazed by a shopping cart, I half expected this guy to just laugh at her, or maybe inquire a bit further like, ma'am, that's terrible, that's awful. Can you point her out for me so I can get this taken care of and handle it? It's her over there? Okay, thank you. Hey, that lady over there! All of her liquor is free. It's all on me. It's on the house. Thank you today, ma'am.
I'm not leaving until the cops get here. Good.
Need to leave.
Don't touch me.
You can't videotape.
Don't. I can't. I don't care. You guys don't know the law. Oh my God.
Get out. That's the law.
You guys have no idea what the law is.
Leave.
Nazis. Look at these Nazis.
It's Jeffco policy. Get out.
It's not a law.
This is Jeffco. Get out.
Nazis. Look at this, everybody.
Of course they're Nazis. Everyone who doesn't agree with me is a Nazi. Those fucking Nazis. All of them. All of those goddamn disgusting Nazis in the fucking liquor store. Telling me I can't go in there and be an asshole. Bunch of fucking Nazis, am I right?
running into me. Don't touch me. Leave our business.
No, sorry, you're not going to treat me like this and get away with it. You're not going to treat me like this and get away with it.
We do not want you in our business. Go away.
You're not going to have a business pretty soon.
Ma'am.
Good luck. Good luck.
Ma'am, it's like you're naked in my business. Please leave. You are naked in my business. No shoes, no shirt, no mask, no service.
You're in my face.
My man actually pulling out the naked card, putting it in terms someone this stupid could understand. No shirt, no shoes, no service. That's a classic. That is store policy. That's not like a state law that you need shirt and shoes in order to get served at a business. That's just a business's policy, and yet people have always accepted that as a fact. But for some reason, businesses requiring a mask, well, that just doesn't make any sense because it's not a law. And this guy trying to use this example to help her understand why they can decline her service, it just doesn't click with her. She doesn't understand. She can't understand. She's too delusional. She's too brainwashed, too deep into the hive mind of Facebook misinformation that not even the most simple terms for babies can register in her mind. And it's really sad to see.
It's a mandate and order is not state law. You guys have no idea what legislature process is, the legislative process?
Service, I can do it because I'm doing it.
I'm waiting for the cops.
I have no doubt she can't spell legislature, but still feels very confident in her knowledge in regards to laws and shit. Interestingly enough, she stops filming once the police are actually there, so, I mean, I imagine what happened is she showed them the law, the police apologized, groveled at her feet, and the entire store clapped for her. That's probably what happened, but she just forgot to film that part. Let's go to a different Karen. Yeah, this one's just a classic. This isn't even like a recent Karen Freakout. This is just one that I really like. This woman comes at him with the powers of the dark side, going for like a force choke, going for like force lightning on him. And the police officer's fucking terrified, like backing up, damn near pissing his pants, and then brings out his taser. This Karen's treating this officer like how people tell you to treat a bear during a bear attack, you know, screaming, going wild, getting loud, getting big. It's like that episode of Hey Arnold where he convinces his bully not to beat him up because he's insane. She tried that approach here, but it didn't quite work. I mean, it could have been worse, I guess, but at least she went down with a bang, I gotta say. Like, that's one hell of a way of going out. Like, if this was my relative, I'd be almost proud. Like, you know what? Yeah, you got arrested for public urination or whatever, but damn, you really went down swinging. I like what you did there. I think that's enough Karens for today, honestly. Only 2, I know, but there's like 20 or 30 Karen videos every single day that I just haven't watched yet, because watching so many Karen videos just honestly makes you feel like everybody's that stupid. And that's a fucking rough feeling, to feel like every middle-aged woman is dumb like these people, because I know they're not, but there's so many of these videos every single day that they're somehow making it seem like every middle-aged woman is a Karen all of a sudden, which is fucking shocking and sad. So, I mean, I'll definitely do more Karen shit soon. There's so many, but for now, just these 2 for today. That's it. See ya. I think it's time we finally talk about the true victims of the coronavirus lockdown and quarantine, which is, of course, the middle-aged, short-tempered Karens. These brave women have been trapped at home for the last month with no one to complain to except their anti-vax Facebook groups, no one to yell at besides their husbands, no managers that they can speak to. They have all of this rage bottled up inside of them, but nowhere public to melt down and let it all out in a nuclear explosion of screeching and screaming and threatening lawsuits. But the good news is things are opening up again, which means the Karens now can go back out into society and make it a worse place. So please join me on this adventure. I'll be your host. I'll be like fucking David Attenborough here, and let's observe the Karens going back to their natural habitats after their hibernation.
Fuck you!
Ah, wonderful. A chain-smoking middle-aged woman with her siren song, such an angelic melody, true mastery over her divine vocal cords, able to deliver this banshee's wail, fuck you.
No, it's not enough!
Park your car.
No!
Like, what the hell?
You better get the fuck away from me. Fuck you!
The wild Karen's sharp instincts kick in, hearing the sound of potential danger. She feels as though the essential oils in the backseat of her car are threatened by a potential predator, so she lashes out blindly, hoping that the guttural shouts and puffing of her feathers will be enough to scare away the enemy.
Everyone better stop fucking yelling at me right now, as I'm not fucking moving. Thank you.
She didn't mean that thank you, that wasn't sincere at all. I'm starting to get the feeling that she's just not a very pleasant person to be around.
I don't listen to you either. Shield, listen, you short fucking piece of shit.
Now you've gone too far, lady, out here looking like the substitute teacher at Hogwarts for the Defense Against the Dark Arts course. Fucking scary looking loud lady, fucking hanging out in this drive-thru looking straight out of a 1970s newspaper comic strip. Truly rude from this woman here. This woman looks like menopause. She looks like if menopause was a person.
Okay? Grow some fucking balls, baby. Grow some fucking balls. No, I'm not moving. Talk all the fuck you want, all you fucking Hawaiians. The white lady's fucking crazy. You can talk all the fuck that you want, you fucking motherfucker. No, it's not enough. It is not.
Unfortunately, that's where the video ends, but I don't think her anger stopped there. As you could hear, she was still screaming, still going in really hard. I half expected her to take a baseball bat to her own car just out of the confusion from the anger, just hurt itself in the confusion. It is truly baffling how someone can get this upset and have so little shame to just do it in public like this. And I think that's what makes Karens so special. They don't have that level of shame or self-awareness, so they keep going out and embarrassing themselves. And since they've been locked up for a month, they have a month's worth of embarrassment to catch up on. So they're really kind of speedrunning that because there's been so many of these things going on. I'll show you a few of them. Let's keep going.
People here that's enjoying themselves, okay? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do the last part. Now what are you doing? Now what are you doing? Hey, sweetheart, there's kids here. There's kids here.
This one was actually one of the saddest ones and most embarrassing in my opinion. This is a Karen that's been heckling a group of street performers that are performing for these people that are just now leaving their house for the first time in a month, just to give them something else to think about and entertain them, and Karen said, well, I can't imagine anyone having fun. I'm pretty miserable. Everyone should be miserable. She's like Dr. Zalost from Courage the Cowardly Dog, very unhappy, so she's shooting her cannonballs of unhappiness at everyone around her. So she just plants herself here. She gives this very incredible Ginyu Force pose here with the double middle fingers. Really bold stuff.
There's kids here. There's kids. Oh, you should have some respect, sweetheart. Please. Thank you. Could you please leave? Could you please leave? Please.
She refuses to leave. This is a 4-part TikTok video. I didn't even know TikTok had anything other than just shitty lip singing and dancing, so this was kind of an interesting surprise. And I'd like to bring attention to this. I know I'm no major fashion icon myself, but I do have to say I don't understand her sock decision here with the different lengths. It's like Titus from Final Fantasy X with his pants. She has a sock that goes up to her knee and the other one's an ankle sock. So that right there tells me that she just desperately craves attention, so she's trying her best to be unique and not like the other girls with her fashion by having different lengths of socks, which is kind of sad, but it also fits in line with what she's doing here, making herself the center of attention for no reason and at the cost of everyone else's fun.
Sweetheart, we're doing flips in here. For format. Can you please move over? You were just standing right there. Why would you come right here in our way? Can you move over? Can you please move over? Can you please move over? Please? Please? Can you please leave? Can you please leave?
Spoilers, she doesn't leave. She's made up her decision. She is going to ruin everyone else's day because her day and most of her days are apparently not very good. So she's taking it out on everyone around her. And this persists for a long time. I'm not going to show every part from this very pathetic saga here, but I am going to show a little bit. We'll go to part 2 now.
No, you don't have to give her anything, don't.
One of the mothers from the crowd is begging with the lady to please leave because they want to watch the show, and of course, the Karen refuses to do that. But what I find extremely interesting about this part, as you just heard, some woman in the crowd expressed support for what she's doing by saying it's a public square, she can stand wherever the fuck she wants. I think that is incredible. I will never understand how people can see behavior like what this woman is doing and be like, you know what? I agree with that. She should be allowed to ruin everyone else's day. It's a free country. If I want to ruin everyone else's day because I'm fucking miserable, I can do it. And fuck all of you. I like that the crowd stood up and said fuck off and told that lady to leave and she immediately left. I just have to wonder how. Like, this is huge. Everyone, no matter what, will always have supporters. No matter how heinous and unlikable you are, there's always going to be people that will support you. I don't know if that's uplifting for some people to hear or not, but I think it's depressing. There should be objectively wrong ways of handling things, and this is one of those from this Karen standing here ruining the day, and yet still someone finds a way to support it. Crazy to me.
We're gonna wake this place up. Follow me, fellas. Let's wake this place up. Everybody wants the Soul Brothers back. Follow me, fellas.
Luckily, this fairy tale does have a happy ending. The police show up and escort her the fuck out of there, which is great news for everyone there. It's pretty wild how long it went on for, though. The police had enough time to walk over there and get her out before she left. That's a long time of just making the atmosphere worse around her. And I know she's going to go home and think that she was in the right. She probably talked about it on Facebook groups about how brave she was. And, you know, everyone clapped when she ruined the performance. Everyone was thrilled with her stand for justice or some shit. So the delusion, I'm sure, is still there. I don't think she had any amount of self-reflection or awareness for what she did or how bad she is as a person for this kind of shit. But that's Karen's in a nutshell. Let's move on to the next one.
3 inches away from our fucking car. I couldn't even get into my fucking car. I had to climb over.
Oh, but you're sitting in it?
I had to climb over, dumbass. Did you not hear what I just fucking said?
While yes, that experience does sound traumatic, there was another way of approaching this situation. You could have backed the car up and then got in normally. You chose to climb over the driver's seat and turn that shit into a playground to get there.
Go right ahead. I'll sue you because you can't post someone's face on the internet without permission.
I'm gonna go.
For some reason, these Karens that spend the majority of their life on Facebook and reading 50 Shades of Grey fanfic still don't seem to understand that you can't sue someone for recording you in a public situation. But I do like the way she phrases that. You can't put someone's face on the internet without their permission. It reminds me of Arthur, where you can't go on the internet and tell lies. It has that same level of innocence to it to a certain degree. But I think it's time they finally get educated on Facebook instead of just believing in these fucking weird conspiracy theories and shit. To understand that, yes, it is totally legal to record in public.
It's not illegal. They're threatening me. She told me she hopes I get raped by a pitchfork, and I'm gonna go to the cops, and I need evidence.
So what is the problem? They parked it.
I couldn't get into my car. I had to climb over. And then when we were talking about it, about how close they parked, she came and went, "Oh, you stupid ass bitch, you want to talk?"
Wrong. I told you my boyfriend did not hit your car because you said if my boyfriend hit your car, you were gonna call the cops.
Yeah, this shit is devolving into elementary school shit really fast, and the security guard clearly wants nothing to do with it. He leaves like a second after he just says, hey, can you just handle it, and he just walks away. Respect to that guy, because who the fuck wants to be in the middle of this?
Stop arguing with the stupid fucking whore. If you keep arguing with the fucking whore, they keep arguing with you. If I find that video online, I'm fucking suing you and I'm calling the cops and they're gonna come get your ass.
I do appreciate that threat right there from her. You know, that's some Xbox Live shit. My dad works at Bungie, and he'll get you banned if you steal my sniper again. It has that same level of energy, so there is a level of intimidation in there. That's pretty much where the video ends. It's just back and forth of just, like, baby whining, like baby raging at each other. I don't know. It's not even, like, insulting anymore. It's just kind of like actual whining. But, yeah, all over a parking spot. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I think there's something about cars that really tap into the primal rage receptors of the Karens, because a lot of the Karen outbursts happen around vehicles, so it's kind of like this catalyst for explosion among the Karens. It's very interesting. It helps channel their aggression and really bring it to the highest level it can be.
You impotent piece of shit! I hope your kids get cancer! What are you looking at?
She's all over the place now, attacking the spectators. She sounds like Miss Piggy having a fit. throwing a weird little tantrum here. She's speaking as if she's writing this shit on Twitter from behind the computer monitor, but in real life you can't hide behind an anime profile pic, so now she's just got her face attached to this despicable shit. Honestly, a pretty thrilling conclusion. I would have liked to see where it went because she was clearly in hot pursuit, like some Mad Max shit, honking that horn, coming in hot. But unfortunately, there's no more to that video. But yeah, there's been a ton of Karen sightings and incidences over the last week or so. I just felt it wasn't necessary to show every single one. I think these kind of represent the general attitude of how it's been getting reacclimated to the, you know, Karen meltdowns out in the world. Now that they've allowed to leave their homes and, you know, they don't have to keep tapping into the wine cellar reserves. So it's getting wild out there again, and yeah, that's about it. So yeah. Karens have become such an incredible nuisance to society that an actual law has been passed addressing some of the shit Karens do, and it's actually just called Karen. It's about people that are making racially charged fake police phone calls. It's pretty fucking wild just how insane this surge in Karen activity has been. This is something on like a biblical scale, something that you'd read about in like a history textbook of some kind of plague that swept across the world at some point, and we're living through it right now. And I think all of us just think every Karen is a big dumb fucking idiot with this incredible mistrust of anything scientifically accurate or anything that comes from a position of authority. Like if scientists came out tomorrow and said, hey, just want to remind everyone the air is safe to breathe and good for you, these Karens and Facebook anti-vax moms would then start questioning whether or not it's safe to breathe air. Like, oh fuck, they must have poisoned the air. Oh my god, I knew it all along. Oxygen is the devil. Wake up, you sheep, this is the truth. We need to start trying to live underwater. And then they'd all like drown themselves in their own fucking bathtub or something to escape the evil oxygen that the government has, you know, put out into the world or some shit. It's just been absolutely wild stuff. But I actually came across an extremely intelligent Karen, a self-proclaimed genius musician Karen, and I think it'd be fun to take a look at what a smart Karen might look like. But before we do that, I'd like to share with you a very rare male Karen.
6 feet away from you.
You're harassing me.
I'm not harassing you. You are infecting us.
I feel threatened!
You're coming close to me.
Back off!
Dad.
Threaten me again!
Dad.
Back the fuck up, put your fucking phone down!
This delightful dickhead right here is Daniel, and he was an insurance salesman until this video came out, and he got fired in around 8 or 9 hours after this video went viral. Daniel fucking speed ran unemployment, a very impressive 80% route there executed by Daniel. You can say a lot of shit about Daniel, but you absolutely cannot call into question his ability to strike a mean power stance. I love that shit. It looks like he's a member of the Ginyu Force, getting ready to get in position to strike up their pose. I mean, what kind of fucking power stance is this? It's like an action figure that's a little too stiff, like the joints don't move around correctly. Or like a video game NPC with like a shitty walk animation. Now I'd like to share with everyone why he shouted, "I feel threatened." It's a law in Florida, and this happened in Florida, where if you exclaim that you feel threatened, you can pretty much do whatever you want to the person who's threatening you. You can literally kill that person and be deemed self-defense because you said you felt threatened. It's like an actual fucking cheat code you can use, like, oh, I feel threatened, and then you fucking torture somebody, and Florida would be like, well, he did say he feels threatened, so it's all good. It's fucking silly. I've actually seen this happen in the real world before. I was at a bar, and I don't know what was going on between these two dudes, but one of them shouted, "I feel threatened," verbatim, because that's like the fucking code word. He shouted that, and then Goldberg speared a man into this fucking support beam that was holding up this, I don't know, some shit to stop the rain. It wasn't raining, but there's like this little covering over top of one of the bars, and he speared him into that shit and fucking broke that fucking support beam. And all because he said, "I feel threatened," which gives him the legal right to do some shit like that. At least that's how I understand it, because I've seen it happen, and this dude doing that, it seems to me like he wanted to at least cover his bases if he wanted to get physical with this guy, because Florida has some stupid fucking laws like that.
Polite, be courteous, very important to understand people's frustration.
Good.
This will exempt you. This will exempt you from wearing a mask.
You're right.
That's okay. Have a good day.
Now this video here comes from a man named Brian Tao, who was biking through an anti-mask rally And he gets a little more than he bargained for here. He bites off a little more than he can chew with this lady you're about to see enter the scene. You're getting a little sneak peek of her right here, and you're about to see her in full force. He ripped up the little brochure, and now he's summoned a demon.
If somebody being rude to you, the only thing you say to them, have a good day.
Have a good day.
If somebody being rude to you, you
That's
just
okay.
tell
Those are the people that walk the Jews into the gas
Stay
station.
healthy and
Those
have
are
a good
the
day.
same people that walk the Jews.
Stay healthy and have a good day.
It's a fact. I said you're the same kind of people that walk the Jews right into the gas tank.
Oh, good. Thank you.
I think coronavirus might be the least of humanity's concerns when people like this continue to reproduce and instill these beliefs in their children, and then those kids grow up to be this fucking disgusting clone of their parents that believe this abhorrent shit.
Got you on video.
Good. Have me on video.
And your
Because
name,
that's
then?
what that's what my name is, Kellyanne Wolf. I'll give you my name.
Okay, you have a business card?
No, I don't have a business card, and I don't
Okay.
need to
Do
provide
you have
one.
Instagram? Do you have Instagram? Do you have Facebook?
I'm all over the place. I'm a musician and a very popular one. So it'll be very easy for you to find me.
To be so confident in your stinky horseshit beliefs to put your actual name and face on it in a video where you look like a total asshole is so baffling to me. But she really wanted her name out there, so I decided to look into it. She claimed she's a very popular musician, and it'd be easy to find her, and it was easy to find her because there's a lot of people that are making fun of her. Her Facebook page has 50 likes on it. Her YouTube channel had 15 subs, but when I went back an hour or two ago, it was up to 40 subs, so she's a musician on the rise. I have no doubt she'll be charting in Billboard pretty soon here with some of the bangers that she's produced. Let's go ahead and take a listen to one, and maybe she could be the next Ariana Grande or the next Taylor Swift. She could be a huge star in the making.
He said he loved me. Oh, said he'd stay.
It reminds me of music you'd hear in SpongeBob, like if SpongeBob started like a shitty pop country band or something, as kind of a show joke, not like an actual musician's career, but to each their own. I do have to say the instrumentals I think are actually ripped from the Ed, Edd n Eddy episode where Double D's playing that weird fucking instrument on the back of a boat where Ed's like propelling them with his feet, if anyone remembers that. It reminds me of that instrument, whatever the fuck that was. It's a weird genre, but who knows, perhaps this is the next big genre to pop off. This could be like the new dubstep for the country community. Couldn't tell you.
You are anybody who is going to commit to this kind of civil obedience is the same kind of people that believe their government when they walk the Jews into the gas tank. That's what I said. So you can quote me.
Good.
I will never not be amazed at the people that are claiming this civil obedience is some kind of disease and we're all just puppets of the government, when every single one of them practices the same civil obedience, but it doesn't apply to them. This lady is, by definition, conforming to what the government says she has to do, which is wearing clothes in public. Whether or not it's a choice she makes on her own doesn't matter. The government is telling her to do it and she's complying. But for some reason, asking people to wear a mask during a fucking pandemic is a little too far for these goddamn idiots that think putting something over your mouth instantly kills you, suffocates you, smothers you. It's just unbelievable to me how dumb people are these days. People only have an issue when something is new. If it's something that's been around since they were young, they don't care, even though it's the exact same fucking thing. You have to wear clothes in public. They don't get upset about that. I don't see a lot of these anti-maskers going around naked delivering their message about why you shouldn't listen to the government. Why is that? Why is it only the mask that you take an issue with when it's encouraged to wear one for the safety of everybody else? No one claims a mask is 100% effective, but it is proven to at least help. Why wouldn't you want to mitigate some of the risk? Well, it's because these fucking people have this insane desire to be unique, special, and smart when they're the dumbest fucking people in the world who are just clones of each other, just actual NPCs repeating the same goddamn script. They're the actual sheep. They just follow blindly whatever they see online, and they can't recognize the hypocrisy of criticizing people for following the government's instructions when they literally live their entire lives following the government's instructions. They just follow older rules instead of some newer ones that are encouraged.
By the way, I've got 13 degrees in psychology. I'm a member of Mensa, and I have a master's in political science.
13 degrees in psychology. This woman is collecting psychology degrees like Pokemon cards out here. Is there even 13 branches of psychology? Like shit. She must really have some degrees in some obscure ones like fucking video game addiction psychology. The psychology behind wanting to touch your wiener more than 2 times a day, like some real specific ones. And then a fucking member of Mensa. You know how you can immediately know someone's not in any way associated with Mensa? Is when they're telling you that they're associated with Mensa.
How much did you pay for those degrees?
It's like this to me. Yeah, that's fine. Like, I'll never be a smart.
What's that?
Do you really believe that helps you?
Oh yeah, it does.
Wearing that shows how much intelligence you actually have, because it doesn't.
So, okay.
Super soccer moms write about one thing. Wearing a mask does demonstrate just how much intelligence you have. It shows you have at least a very basic level of intelligence, like the most basic common sense level of intelligence possible. You can identify everyone who's a fucking idiot in public by whether or not they're wearing a mask. If they're not wearing a mask, they're pretty fucking dumb. If they are, well, they're at least kind of in the right ballpark when it comes to just basic understanding of the most general concepts.
Okay, I asked someone else here. Come here. I want to ask you something. So, there are 2 things here.
2010.
What's that?
This is a pandemic in 2010.
Okay, so why don't you think the masks work?
Fake.
Why don't you think the masks work?
They don't work.
But why? Why?
They medically don't work.
Why?
You cannot keep it from getting a virus.
It's actually like arguing with children. Well, why doesn't it work? Well, because it doesn't. No, but why doesn't it work? Well, because it medically doesn't. Yeah, but why? It doesn't. It's so fucking infuriating. I don't know how Brian can even keep his cool with that kind of conversation happening.
So you don't believe this mask will stop a virus particle, right?
I'll tell you why. A virus is 1,000 times smaller than a bacteria. A virus will not stop a virus.
Okay, so you also believe,
all these top doctors,
but you also believe that it stops an oxygen molecule?
Then you can take away your attitude, and I'll have to.
I don't have an attitude. I'm just asking you.
You're trying to ridicule me from the get-go.
So Brian makes a point to try and tell these people that their argument is a load of bullshit. They believe that the virus escapes through the mask, so the mask is totally useless, and meanwhile oxygen can't get into the mask, so the people wearing a mask can't breathe and they're getting sick due to lack of oxygen, which makes no fucking sense because oxygen is significantly smaller than a virus. I think it's 100 or 1,000 times smaller than a virus, so their argument just doesn't work. If the virus is getting through the mask, it'd be impossible for oxygen not to get into the mask considering it's so much smaller, and the fact that the virus is so much larger than oxygen means the mask at least helps the virus not get out. I don't even know why it bothers fucking trying to explain it to these people. I don't even know why I'm going into detail because it's fucking common sense really. But it's not that these people don't believe it. It's that they don't want to believe it, so they've convinced themselves the science is all wrong, and the science is only right when it's applied on Facebook. It's just a matter of people refusing to accept the truth because they want to believe something else.
Yes, so you probably, I don't think you understand.
If this is what a 195 IQ looks like, then there must be something really fucking wrong with the tests that are administered. But anyway, we've at least seen what it looks like when a Karen has a genius level intellect. In fact, one of the highest recorded intellects of all time. 195 is no joke, and we can really see it in full display here. Just really all the neurons firing there, all kinds of incredible arguments and whatever. And yeah, that's about it. So yeah. The world is currently experiencing record levels of Karen activity, and scientists are still baffled as to why. I truly don't get why there's been so much Karen shit going on out there right now. Maybe it really is something with Wi-Fi. Maybe 5G is causing these middle-aged women to be more prone to meltdowns and just losing their shit in public. I couldn't tell you, but it is absolutely remarkable. So I'd like to show you what a max level Karen looks like, the final boss of Karens. This is like in Power Rangers when all the Zords come together and fuse to form the Megazord, but with all the Karens coming together, fusing into the Mega Metapause. This lady is pretty notorious, in fact. There's been a lot of sightings of her. She's like Sasquatch, but without the blurry photos and a lot less cool.
Hey, listen to me. We don't play games here anymore, okay? Next time you ever talk to me like that, you're gonna get your ass kicked by my family. They're gonna fuck you up.
Look at her. She looks like an angel here, a heavenly glow shining down upon her, the Archangel of Wine. So this is a very popular video I'm sure a lot of you have seen. This was our first exposure to this wonderful woman. And one thing I'd like to point out is sometimes you can just tell by looking at someone that they're an unpleasant person to be around. This lady's dressed like she's in the witness protection program here, trying to conceal her real identity. This outfit just screams, I'm an angry old lady.
What did I do? Right. They're gonna fuck you up.
What did I do?
Because you are an asshole. Look at the whole stairs to
but
yourself.
You had these stairs and that
Why don't you go somewhere else where you can go to a gym? This is not just for you.
Her voice is an absolute assault on the ears. The screeching is so high-pitched it's like some kind of weapon that'd be used for crowd control. She sounds like if Miss Piggy inhaled a ton of helium and then got, like, tickled. It's a truly ear-piercing screech. I don't know how anyone could stand to even be around that voice for long enough. She's like an X-Men, but like an evil X-Men, so like one of Magneto's crew. It's truly terrible to listen to. And apparently the issue is the girl was stretching on these stairs, and the old lady wanted to go down the stairs, which she still managed to do, but she didn't like the fact that she was stretching on the stairs. She just went down, so I guess... you know, she wants the stairs entirely to herself. I don't know how the fuck she walks downstairs and why someone stretching on them would be such a hindrance unless she's walking down like this, trying to take up as much space as possible. I have no idea how she could possibly have found trouble getting down there just because she was stretching on them.
Oh, Get the fuck out of this world! Get the fuck out of this state! Go back to whatever fucking Asian country you belong in.
Okay,
you
racist.
Fucking bitch! This is not your place!
In a surprise to absolutely no one, she turns out to be racist, and if you look on her chest, it looks like she's got Tony Stark's arc reactor coming out of her chest, but what it actually is a gold medal. So congratulations to her for receiving the gold medal in racism presented by the Deep South Sister Kissing Committee.
This is not your home! We do not want you here! You put that on Facebook, I hope you do, because every fucking person will beat the crap out of you from here on out.
These are the people that use Facebook. Facebook is a fucking curse. I guarantee she thinks the only website on the internet is Facebook. It's just the only place she goes. It's where she gets all of her fucking garbage. It's truly a terrible place. But I don't even understand her delusional logic. Like, I hope you put this on Facebook because people beat the shit out of you. Why? I don't understand. She hasn't even, like, said a word. So her just filming her meltdown is somehow gonna get the filmer beat up. I think Meemaw's been hitting the sauce a little too hard. She's living in a fantasy world. I just can't understand the logic. Hey, look at this video of an old woman melting down. Let's beat up the person that filmed it. Like, even this lady's inbred family would probably be on the side of the girl filming this. Like, yeah, Grandma was looking like a real piece of shit on this one.
Don't you ever say, oh Jesus, to me when I want to use the stairs, you little bitch!
There's other stairs.
You are a sick, fucking, ignorant teenager.
Oh, thank you.
Fucking what, middle-aged woman? Who wears black in California sun? Who the fuck wears black? Are you an idiot? You wear black in California sun? Seriously?
Wow.
Now, I'm no expert on the California sun, but I'm gonna wager a guess and say it's not too different from just the normal sun. I'm pretty sure, and take this with a grain of salt, wearing black in the sun is probably okay, but this isn't the end of this lady. This was only our first encounter, the first phase of the boss battle. In fact, this outrageous octogenarian walked away in this video to go to her car in a nearby parking lot where she was filmed again being loud, yelling, and racist. So she was really just on a spree this day. She was speedrunning racism.
Great. Did you just make a racist comment?
You know what? I am not a racist person.
You just made a
But you know
racist
what?
comment.
You need to go home.
That's right, baby. The Princess of Piss is back, and this time in HD. She's up close and in your ass. Experience the highly anticipated sequel to The Meltdown on the Stairs. New York Times is giving this one 2 thumbs way up.
I am from here.
Look it. Go home.
I am here from here.
Go home. I don't care about your Facebook or your video.
Oh, okay. You're
Do you
making
know
a
how
racist
many
comment
people
right
can't
now?
stand you being
Oh,
here?
great.
You play games. We don't play games.
Oh, what kind of game are you playing?
I play games where you get fucked to death.
That sounds like a very aggressive game. I consider myself an elite gamer, and not even I would play a game like that. Now, if you've been paying attention, you'll have noticed that she said this exact same thing to the girl, minus the getting fucked to death part. She left that part of the game out, but she did say to the girl on the stairs, "We don't play games." So game time for this lady is over, kaput. She has put the kibosh on game time. She doesn't like games anymore. She quit. You know, she said, Bethesda's taken my money one too many times for garbage products. I'm done playing games. Now, I'm fucking to death or something. It's hard to say, but she clearly liked games, but she doesn't like games anymore, so now she keeps bringing up games.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Let me take your card. Let me put your number plate too.
You get away
Great.
from me.
So this lady...
You are going to go to real jail now.
I cut out the part where he's showing her license plate, but she was saying she's gonna call the police on him now. I can't imagine what for, but this lady just hates Asian people. So I can't even imagine what this fucking police phone call she's planning is going to even consist of. Yes ma'am, what seems to be the emergency? Yeah, this guy's Asian? What do you mean, go fuck myself?
Well, great, you are.
Kind of man?
I think you're going.
You understand me, kind of man? You understand me, kind of man?
Respect.
Respect.
Respect people.
Respect.
Lady.
I don't understand your language,
Respect,
China man.
lady.
Respect? Then you move your car. You're
There you
way
go.
too close. Get away from me.
There you go. You don't even know how to park the car.
Yeah, I forgot, can't cut out the license plate here, but I definitely need to show you what this is about. So she's super mad because his car is close to hers because she can't fucking park her car. It's fucking terrible parking job. I don't know if she's drunk driving or just too old to be behind the wheel of a vehicle, but this shit is deplorable. And he's not even that close to her car at all. She just really wanted an excuse to be racist again. She hadn't had her fill from like an hour before this. It's crazy. It's hard to even imagine an old lady as unlikable as she is. Just a giant asshole.
You don't even know. There you go.
Do you know who my family is? Do you know who your family is? Go home to your family.
Here she goes again, mentioning her family. She's speaking like an affluent teen in high school who's bragging about daddy's riches. She's treating it like it's some Game of Thrones shit where her family's gonna come out of nowhere riding on horseback to save her from nothing. I mean, she's not like in anything. She just creates her own problems and embarrasses herself. She's just a big piece of shit.
This is from your government.
Respect,
Go home.
lady.
Go home.
Get
This is
educated
from my
and
government.
respect.
This is from my government.
Get
Go home.
educated
You are
and
so
respect.
fucked. You're gonna get fucked. Your
Get
kids are gonna get fucked.
respect.
Yeah, I think Grandma's been reading too much 50 Shades of Grey. She just talks about everyone getting fucked, apparently. It's contaminated her.
This is my
Get
country.
educated and respect, lady.
This is my
Did you
country,
finish
and
college?
This is from my government.
Did you finish
Go
college?
Home.
Did you finish
Put
college?
that on your Facebook.
Did you?
You know what?
Did you?
You are nothing. What did you say?
You're nothing.
I said,
Exactly.
what?
You're nothing right there.
What?
Lady, get educated and respect.
Little boyfriend.
That's where the video ends, unfortunately. It seems like it continued, but he probably just got bored of listening to her, like, regress into baby form. Like, her intelligence was literally getting shit out of her body. Like, every pore was just losing intelligence. She just started forgetting how to speak. It just got rough. So I understand why he probably stopped recording, and unfortunately this is where the saga of this old woman comes to a close, but what an exciting one it was. A very impressive Karen meltdown and racist rant. It's fucking wild stuff. But we're not done yet. In fact, I got a little surprise for you. A bonus Karen coming in hot.
Property? Hi, I'm asking you if this is your property.
Why are you asking?
Because it's private property. Because it's private property, sir.
This is some shit straight out of a horror movie. This is a haunted Karen. If Karens were Pokemon, this would be a ghost type. This shit is truly terrifying. Just like the pan up to her weird, smiling, odd fucking... It was unnerving is the right word for this situation here.
You're defacing private property, or is this your building? You're free to express your opinion, but not on people's property.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Just respectfully.
Sure.
So we're just saying, absolutely, your signs and everything, and that's good. This is not the way to do it.
Okay.
It's private property.
Every time the camera panned to that Redditor dude off to the side there and then back to the lady, I expected her to be a little bit closer to the camera, like right out of those mannequin scares where the mannequin moves when the character stops looking at it. That's what I was expecting, but unfortunately she's keeping her distance here and still just kind of frightening people from a little ways away.
If I did live here and it was my property, this would be absolutely fine. And you don't know if I live here or if this is my property.
We actually do know. That's why we're asking.
Oh, really? Because you live here, right? You said so.
Because we know the person who does live here.
Oh, okay. Then I suggest you call him or call the police, or because you're accusing me of a crime, correct?
He's beginning to anger the Karen spirit here. I'll be honest, it's kind of boring after this point because it's just idle conversation here. It's not too great, and then they eventually walk away. I just thought this one was especially odd just considering the way it was filmed. It really does feel like it's one of those, you know, Blair Witch type deals here, the way that it's executed. So just thought that'd be a nice little fun bonus Karen round to have in here.